Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we have developed the analogy between translational mechanical system and electrical system, and also for rotational mechanical system and electrical system. And the analogies were force to voltage, force to current, torque to voltage, torque to current. In this lecture, we will solve few examples on force to voltage and force to current analogy, and for the given mechanical systems we will develop the equivalent electrical circuits. So let us start with one example. Here what we have to do, we have to obtain force to voltage and force to current analogous circuits for this system. So procedure is that first we have to obtain the differential equations for this system, then apply analogy, obtain differential equations in electrical domain, and from those equations draw the networks or draw the circuits. So what I will do, for the sake of simplicity, here we will write down this force voltage current analogy: mass, damper, spring, displacement. And here this is L, R, 1 by C, and charge Q, and in this capacitance, reciprocal of resistance, reciprocal of inductance, and flux phi. So we will make use of this and we will develop the electrical equivalent circuits for this. So let us start. So first step, we will draw FBD. So in FBD, as learned earlier, we start with this body M2 because force is applied here. So this is F, and which will be counterbalanced by M2 X2 double dot, and let this be K2, K2 X2 minus X1, and this spring will have counterbalance between these two bodies, and this will be counterbalanced by M1 X1 double dot, B1 X1 dot, K1 X1. So you can go through the earlier lectures to clarify this concept, how to draw the FBD and how to get the reactive forces. We have covered it earlier. Now what is this? This is FBD. So applying force balance, we get, what do we get? Applied here. So it will be F will be equal to M2 X2 double dot plus K2 X2 minus X1, and the second equation will be, applying it here, this K2 X2 minus X1 will be counterbalanced by addition of these three. So K2 X2 minus X1 will be counterbalanced by M1 X1 double dot plus B1 X1 dot plus K1 X1. So these equations for mechanical systems are obtained. Now applying force to voltage analogy. So let us apply force to voltage analogy. So F will be replaced by V. So V will be equal to L2. So M with L. So L2, this X2, X means Q, Q2 double dot. Q2 double dot means d2q by dt square, and that is nothing but di2 by dt. So this is voltage drop across inductors L2 di2 by dt plus K2. What is K? K is replaced with 1 by C. So 1 by C2 Q2 minus Q1. This is nothing but 1 by C2 integration I2 minus I1 dt. Very simple. And hence here I will get this as 1 by C2 Q2 minus Q1, and that is equal to L1 Q1 double dot plus R1 Q1 dot plus 1 by C1 Q1. Next we will be applying F to I analogy. I will not draw the circuit from this, but what I will do, or let us do one thing. F to V analogous circuit. So from this I have a voltage source V. From that V there is a voltage drop across inductor. Then there is a voltage drop across capacitor, but here the current flowing is I2 minus I1. So certainly it is a two loop system having currents I2 and I1. So this will be current I2, this will be L2, this will be C2, and then if you see it here, this voltage 1 by C2 Q1 minus Q2 is counterbalanced by L1, R1 and C1, and this current will be I1, L1, R1, C1. You can cross verify. V is equal to L2 di2 by dt plus 1 by C2 integration I2 minus I1 dt, this term, correct? Because d2 Q2 double dot is nothing but di2 by dt, and Q2 minus Q1, Q2 is what? 1 upon C or integration I, Q is integration I. So this is the equation. Now let us do it for F to I. So applying F to I analogy, we get many times for a circuit we have written down the equations. Now here what we are doing, from the equation we are drawing the circuit. So let us apply F to I analogy to this. So what I get here, then F becomes I will be equal to C2 phi 2 double dot. Apply this now, F to I analogy, plus 1 by L2 phi 2 minus phi 1, and for the second one 1 by L2 phi 2 minus phi 1 will be equal to C1 phi 1 double dot plus 1 by R1 phi 1 dot plus 1 by L1 phi. And here I will draw F to I analogous circuit. Clearly see now, this is I. So this is the current I. This I is divided into two currents. Now this is C2 phi 2 double dot means C2 dV2 by dt, and that means voltage across capacitor is V2. So let this be C2, and voltage across it is V2. Sorry, this is V2, and this voltage capacitor is C2. And then phi 2 minus phi 1. Phi 2 minus phi 1 means what? It is 1 by L2 integration V2 minus V1 dt. That means voltage across inductor is V2 minus V1. So this is V2. Here we have V1, and this is L1. this one. Now, sorry, not L1, L2. Now let us come to this. So you can see clearly that this current will be this current plus this, and now this current through inductor is further addition of these three currents, and all three components are having voltage across them V1, and so there is a capacitor C1, R1 and L1, C1, R1, L1. So this current is addition of these three currents. Very simple. So what is the procedure? For the given mechanical system, draw FBD, write down the mechanical equations. For the given obtained mechanical equations, apply F to V analogy to get these equations. From these equations, obtain the circuit. Then apply F to I analogy, get these equations and draw the circuit. Very simple. Let us solve one more example. Obtain F to V and F to I analogous circuits for the system shown below. For our understanding only, what I am doing here, again I am writing here FVI, the analogy. Always have this practice. Mass, damper, spring and displacement. These are the required things. So here we have L, C, R, 1 by R, 1 by C, 1 by L, and here we have Q, which is phi. This is required for the replacement. So here the system given is, it is now having two forces, so it will have two sources as well in the equivalent circuits. So this one is So in this case, there are two bodies and we are having forces acting upon M1 as well as M2. So while starting FBD, we can start from any body. So let us first draw the FBD and assign the forces. So this is M1, the force F1 is acting, and to this force there will be opposition by M1 x1 double dot, V1 x1 dot, K1 x1, as well as these two elements. These two elements will also oppose this F1. So K2 x1 minus x2 and B2 x1 dot minus x2 dot. Why x1 minus x2? Because now here we are treating that due to F1 there is major moment and that is x1. So relative motion will be x1 minus x2. Now there will be counterbalance. So this force is acting upon downwards. So these two, now what will happen? This M2 will oppose this. These three forces will be opposed by M2. So I write here M2 X2 double dot. So now let us write down the equations. Applying force balance, we get, so from this FBD, so this is the FBD, from this FBD we are now applying the force balance, and we get here this F1 is counterbalanced by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So F1 is nothing but equal to M1 X1 double dot plus B1 X1 dot plus K1 X1 plus B1 X1 dot minus X2 dot plus K2 X1 minus X2. And the second equation will be, if you look at here, this F is downwards, these two are also downwards, will be counterbalanced by this. So this is F2. So this F2 plus B2 X1 dot minus X2 dot plus K2 X1 minus X2, that will be equal to M2 X2 double dot. And let us now apply F2V analogy. Applying F2V analogy, we get, what we will do, we will apply F2V, F2I at once, and then we will draw the circuits. So here this F1 will be V1. So V1 will be equal to M1 Q1 double dot plus R1 Q1 dot. Just be habitual of using it in 2-3 numerical examples. You will directly write down like me. Plus 1 by C1 Q1 plus R1 Q1 dot, not R1, this is B2, sorry, this is B2, so this will be also R2 Q1 dot minus Q2 dot plus 1 by C2 Q1 minus Q2, and V2 plus R2 Q1 dot minus Q2 dot plus 1 by C2 Q1 minus Q2, that will be equal to L2 Q2 double dot. So now let us apply F2I analogy. For the same, so this will be I1 current source, that will be equal to C1 phi1 double dot plus 1 by R1 phi1 dot plus 1 by L1 phi1 plus 1 by R2 phi1 dot minus phi2 dot plus 1 by L2 phi1 minus phi2. The first equation is done. And in the second equation it will be I2 plus 1 by R2 phi1 dot minus phi2 dot plus 1 by L2 phi1 minus phi2 for these three, and that is equal to C2 phi2 double dot. And now these equations can be converted into the circuit diagrams. F to V analogous circuit, and that is nothing but here we have V1. This V1 is nothing but equal to these three will be in the same loop, so because they are having same current, so L1, R1, C1. Then R2 and C2 are having both currents combination, so R2, C2. So this is I1, and these elements are L1, R1, C1, R2, C2, and this is V1 plus minus, and then there will be in continuation L2. L2, but now here sign will be minus plus, so summation of 1, 2, 3 will be equal to these three. So this is important, and then the current will be say I2 in this direction, because I1 is in this direction, I2 will be upward. So if for to have I2 upward, this will be plus minus, and then similarly you can get F to I analogous circuit, and that I keep exercise as exercise to viewer. Because see, you have the equation, so one current source will be on this side, the other will be on the other side. Just you have to get the counterbalance, or let me do it, no. Or you do it. So in this particular lecture we have solved few examples, couple of examples on F2V and F2I analogy. In the next lecture we will start the block diagram here. Thank you.